So what is nothing but a user interface? Okay, so some of the things for a user interface setting. Okay, so let's say if you click on this one, this is something like left side panel, right? It is automatically it is opening and all. So these are nothing user interface. Let's say if you hover the mouse for this particular thing, so it is basically opening the some mini page layout, right? Correct. So if you see this one, there is a quick create link is there, correct? So quick create, so where he can directly go and create a lead here with a minimalized information. Let's say first name, last name, just campaign and save. These are nothing but quick create. Quick create means so we can go and we can create it very easily, so without entering too much data. Correct. So these are nothing but a few of the settings in the UI. Correct. So these are the few of the settings in the UI. Okay, so how to make enable and disable these particular settings? So this one we are studying it in the user interface settings. Okay, so user interface settings, so where it will be user interface setting. So user interface setting, so will be so you have to click on customize. Okay, okay, go to setup, click on customize. Okay, so now we go to at the end of the that particular tree, customize tree, so you can able to see the user interface. Okay, so click on no interface. Okay, you got it, right? So user interface,
I got it.
okay, so click on that. So once you click on that, so you can able to see these many options, user interface options. These are nothing but a checkbox. Okay, so these are nothing but a enabling and disabling checkbox. Okay, so user interface, so enabling and disabling this one. So whenever we are doing enabling and disabling, so basically those settings will be affected for the user. Okay, so those settings will be affected for the user. Okay, so first one, so basically enable collapsible section. What is nothing but enable collapsible section? So this is currently enabled. Okay, so if you go to any one of the lead or any opportunity, so if you go to any one of the lead or any opportunity and what do you say, section, I think there is no section. Currently there is no section. Okay, so what it is saying, enable collapsible sections. Okay, so sections, right now we don't have sections, so we can go and create one section. Okay, we can go and create how to create a section. So go to page layout. Okay, so go to page layout. Okay, so there is something called section. Okay, here. Okay, so drag it to this particular detail page. Okay, so it is asking whether it's a single column or double column. Single column means only one side it will come. Double column means two side it will come. Okay. Okay, so new section. I will say additional info. Okay, click on. Okay, so just drag and drop some particular thing. Okay, so click on save. Okay, so currently it is nothing but a section, right? If you see here, this is nothing but a collapsible section, right? Okay, it's a arrow is there. If you click on that, it will open the detail page. If you click that one, it is basically hiding that. Yeah, enabled and collapsible section. So currently it is enabled, so that is the reason, so it is giving that option. If you disable that, okay, if you disable and save those, okay, and if you refresh the opportunity page, but it is just enabled. See here, that particular button is not there, right? So that is nothing but that particular checkbox. Okay, clear?
Got it.
Okay, this one, show quick create. Okay, show quick create. What is nothing but a show quick create? So if you navigate to any one of the tab, let's say opportunity. Okay, so see there is a quick create is there for opportunity, right? Correct. So if you go to contact, so there will be a something quick create, correct?
Yeah.
So if you disable this particular quick create, so basically that options will not be available.
Oh, it won't show after under.
Okay, so it won't show
Yeah.
that particular option. Okay.
So it is not under customize. It is under the
Customize only at the end of the
Yeah.
customize.
okay users.
At the end of the customize, so there is something called user interface.
Okay. Then okay, got it.
Clear, right? Second
Yeah.
option. Okay.
Yeah.
So third option is that enable hover details. What is nothing but enable hover details? Okay. So enable hover details means these options. Let's say if I hover on recent items, so it is opening the mini page layout, right? Correct.
Yeah.
And if you go to any lookup, let's say if you go to contact and if you go to any account, if you see over here, so it is basically opening the mini page layout, right?
Mini page.
So it is because of this particular setting, enable hover details. Okay, now it is enabled, so for that reason so it is opening that particular page layout. If you disable it, so basically it won't show. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so and 1 2 3 4, and third thing is nothing but enable related list hover links. Okay, so enable related list hover link. What is nothing but enable related list hover link? So if you go to top of the any record, either it's a contact or opportunity, anything. So if you open any opportunity and if you see top, so it is going to show the related list. Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you want to move to the related, basically we can go here and we can see. Correct. So this is
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
but one step you have to scroll down. Correct.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
instead of that, customer can quickly he can able to see by
What
navigating
are
here
menu.
itself. Correct.
Yeah.
It's very easy, right? So no need
Yeah,
of going
yeah.
scroll down.
Yeah.
Yeah, too
Oh,
many
these things
related
are-
list. If there is
Yeah.
a too many related, so no need of going down. So it will enable. If you
Yeah.
enable this particular option, then basically this will be available here.
Okay.
Okay, so whenever the mouse hover happens, so it is going to show the things here. So it will be enabled. If you disable that one, basically that functionality will not.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, clear?
Create related list hover link. Okay. Created. Okay. I got it.
Sorry, enable related list hover link. Enable.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so this is nothing but enable separate loading up related list. Okay, so what is nothing enable separate loading up related list? This means, so whenever loading the now it is a disabled, right? Whenever loading the related list, there is no action is happening here, right? Correct.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you
So, one question. Suppose if you disable the when you go to that particular lead or campaign, it won't show the bottom detailed thing. No.
bottom detail things it will be
Oh,
available.
will be available. Oh, yeah. Okay. It is that titles it is showing on the top. It won't be. I got it.
These things it won't show actually. These
Yeah,
things
okay,
it won't
okay.
show. Okay, clear, right?
Got it. I got it.
Yeah. So this is nothing but enable separate loading up related list. Okay, so if you enable this one, what it will happen while loading this particular like related list, some image it will rendering it up like kind of circle thing.
Yeah.
So it is so that user can able to see, okay, something is loading.
Okay.
You got it, right? So you can just
Yeah, got it.
try it out by enabling this one.
Yeah.
Okay, if you
Yeah.
see,
I got it.
I can show you. Save. See here, some circle kind of things is loading here.
Yeah.
See here,
Yeah.
you got
Yeah,
it, right? Red circle kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is nothing but a enable. So it is always better to deselect this one because it will take much time to load the page.
Okay.
Okay, same thing for related list of external object. This is something okay, so we can enable this during the time of using a lightning component and all. So basically
Yeah. Okay.
so lightning component. Okay, so enable inline editing. What is nothing but enable inline editing? If you go to any one of the or any object, if you put a mouse to this one, so you can able to see kind of pencil symbol right here. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. If you double click on this, so basically we can able to edit those record, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is basically we will call it as inline editing. Okay, for that line itself we can edit. So instead of clicking this edit, so there is a edit button right here.
Yeah, got it.
So instead of clicking this edit button, so we can directly
Double
go
click,
and
double
double click
click, and
here, and we can do the edit, and we have to save the record, something like this. Okay.
yeah,
So that is basically we'll call it as enhanced inline, enable inline editing. Okay. You
yeah,
got it right?
yeah, got it, got
Okay.
it.
Enable enhanced list. What is nothing but enable enhanced list? Okay, enable enhanced list is nothing but if you go to opportunity, okay, and if you click on this particular go, this is basically enhanced list. Okay, means it is showing all the opportunity details
Yeah,
in this view. If you want to edit something here, see if you want to edit something here. Uh, Why? Okay, if you go to account, see here, if you go to account, basically if you go to account, see for each this pencil thing, it is available for each account, right?
yeah,
Okay, if you click on this, so here itself we can basically you can go and edit it up, correct?
okay.
See here, so here itself we can go and edit it up. See here, KST. So no need of opening the page, opening the detail record, and no need of going editing and saving it up. So here itself we can able to edit it up. That is basically enable
Enable enhanced link.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, so enable new user interface theme. Okay, so if you disable this particular thing, what it will happen? So initially Salesforce was using some other theme. Okay, so
Yeah.
clear, right? So initially, like 3 years back and all, Salesforce using some old kind of UI. The look and feel is not that much good actually. So
Oh, okay.
in that case, so they come up with this particular option, enable new user interface theme. So in that case, if you enable, this screen will be available for all user, like this kind of lookup what we are
Oh,
seeing
yeah,
right now. If you disable that, basically it will take you back for the old screen.
Oh, okay.
So if you disable that, so basically it will take you back to the old screen.
Okay. Got it.
Is that clear?
Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Yes,
So yeah, that is the one thing. So and another thing is nothing but enable tab bar organizer. Okay. So what is nothing but enable tab bar organizer? This is nothing but if you see here, these are the tabs, right?
yeah,
So
Yeah.
what it will happen if it is a some mobile browser? So based on for each browser, the the browser setting will be different, right?
yeah, yeah,
For some browser maybe it will show up to dashboard, or some browser may it will show two more additional things, or so on.
yeah,
Okay, so if you enable this one, so it is basically render as per browser settings. If you are opening in IE, maybe it will show all the tabs, or if you are opening some other browser, may it will show up to dashboard,
Dashboard.
these things. So these things it will be automatically adjusted.
Okay.
Those things will be automatically
Adjusted. So this is enable tab bar organizer. Okay.
Correct. Enable tab bar organizer.
Okay.
So okay, enable. You clear, right? These are just
Yeah, I got
settings.
it.
Okay, there is nothing to do with this, but make sure I am explaining.
Yeah, I
that.
got it. So it depends on the browsers.
Correct. Okay, so yeah, so enable printable list view. So what is nothing but a list view? So if you go to account and if you click on this particular view, this is nothing but a list view, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So enable printable list view means here, if you see here one print icon is there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you click on this, so you can able to see the printable view of those particular records, correct?
Okay.
Printable view of those particular
Okay.
records, correct?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is nothing but this is enabled whenever you open this particular thing. Okay, this option.
Yeah.
Okay, So enable spell checker. This you know, right? So whenever you enable this, so basically if any there is a spelling mistake, then basically it will show some kind of red lines.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yeah. That always. Okay.
Okay, so enable customization of charter user profile. Okay, enable customization of charter user profile. If you go to any user, let's say if I go to any user like John, you're getting it right?
Yeah.
Enable charter settings. Enable customization of charter user profile pages. Okay, these are pages. So if you see user, so there is a two tab is there, right? One tab, this is another tab, right? There's a two tab is there. Okay.
Oh, feed and overview. So it comes on.
Correct.
Yeah.
So these are nothing by default. If you want to add any custom tab like some like opportunity list or some account list or something custom tab, so basically it's not possible if you are not enabling this one. Okay, if you are enabling this one, then only make sure you can add or customize this particular page of the charter page. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so enable Salesforce notification banner. Okay, so this is basically for mobile. Okay, this is basically for mobile.
Okay.
This is basically for mobile. Okay, so enable this is something related to calendar. Okay, enable home page hover link for the events. If you go to home page, if you navigate to home page, whenever we are creating a meetings or something, meetings, right? Meetings and tasks. So all those it will be available in this particular calendar.
Okay.
Okay, all those it will be available in this particular calendar. If you hover this particular mouse, basically we can able to see the details, description about those particular events.
Okay.
Okay, so you got it right.
Yeah.
So, this is related to calendar. You know, right? How to go to calendar? Go to
Yeah.
home page, click on home, navigate to calendar.
Oh, click on. Okay.
Okay, click on home, navigate to calendar. Okay, so enable middle names for person name and enable names for person name. So this is for the some other settings. So there will be two type of account will be there. Okay, so one is nothing but a normal account, business account, and one more is nothing but a personal account.
Okay.
Okay, so this setting is nothing but for the personal account.
Okay.
Okay, so difference between personal account and business account is business account may have a lot of contacts. Okay, whereas personal account may not have any contacts.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yeah. Got it.
Okay, so this is nothing but enable enhanced page layout editor. So currently we are using that page layout, right? So
Yeah.
that is nothing but enhanced page layout.
Yeah. Okay.
So enable enhanced profile list view. So if you go to profile, manage user, and if you go to profile, okay, and see this is nothing but enhanced list view, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you click on that, so basically it is enabling that particular enhanced list view.
So, one question. Some of these options, when I open my sales, when I log in, it is default enabled.
Yeah, default it is enabled. Correct. By default it is
Okay.
enabled. If you want to
And
disable
disable. Okay, now we'll come to user interface setting, customize user interface. Okay, I got it. All this. Okay.
Okay, so these are all something related to some other API things. These are not really required. Some API other like streaming API, something related to some other concept.
Yeah,
Not
concept.
for part of the admin module. Okay, so just you can go and just try out for those things.
Yeah.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Any question?
So far, no, that's okay. I understand. Certain things. And only the calendar go to home and
Yeah, calendar it will be available in home. Okay, so click on home. Okay, so navigate to
on
calendar.
the right
So
side.
any,
Okay.
yeah, so any event there's nothing. So if any events or so task something created on like particular date, so it will be available here. Okay, if you hover on that, so basically it is going to show you
Give
in a very good
Excellent, yeah.
detailed description.
Yeah.
Okay, so in a detailed description. Okay, so That is about the user interface setting. So basically, they will ask two questions for the ADM 201 certification. Okay.
Okay.
So they will ask two questions for ADM 201 certification.
The other one, which is 501, you said?
Yeah, it is a 501 actually.
But,
Previously it was a previous structure is nothing but 201 and 401. Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened? So recently 401 is deprecated.
Okay.
Okay, and they come up with like app builder certification.
Okay.
So they come up with something called app builder. So
Okay.
now whoever wants to
So we have to go first one by one, no? Or when I'm registering, I never got to take that link. I saw the link and okay, just
yeah,
asking.
you can go and register it up. So there, yeah, you have to go one by one. Like 201 and app builder is nothing but these are the basic
Basic.
certifications.
Okay.
Okay, basic certifications. Once you are done, then basically you can go for an advanced like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud,
Okay.
or Platform Developer 1 or Platform Developer 2.
Okay.
It is better to take at least two certification like app builder and 201.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the one thing. Okay, clear, right?
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Mm, okay, so now today basically we will discuss about something called a relationship. Okay, so what is nothing but a relationships? Okay, so there is basically there is important two type of relationships are there. Okay. So totally four type of relationships. So in out of four, two types are very important. Okay, so one is nothing but a lookup relationship and one is nothing but a master detail relationship.
One is lookup. Okay.
And one is lookup and another thing is nothing but a master detail relationship.
Master
So
detail
lookup, okay, and master detail
relationship.
relationship. Okay, and two more are nothing but we will call it as hierarchical relationship. Okay, hierarchical relationship, and another one is nothing but a self relationship.
Okay.
Self. Okay, so you got it right.
Yeah.
So lookup, master detail. These two are very important. So this is something called hierarchical relationship, and this one is nothing but a self relationship. Okay. So now we will look into what is a lookup relationship and what is a master detail relationship. Okay. So if you go to contact, okay, if you go to create new contact, so something account is asking here, right? Okay, that is nothing but a lookup. Correct? Okay. So this is basically a lookup relationship. Okay. So what is nothing but a lookup relationship? Lookup relationship is nothing but a child table. Okay, is referring the parent table. Correct? So whenever creating a child record, make sure some parent record should be that particular thing. Okay, parent will be either it is account or it is opportunity or it is a campaign or whatever it may be. So that is basically we will call it as a lookup relationship. Okay, in lookup relationship, and another important thing is nothing but, so it is a optional. Okay, it is a optional. We can select or no need of selecting also. Directly we can create a data.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. It is a optional. We can create or we can add account name or we can directly create a
From the
so it will
contact.
allow. Okay, but if you go to the opportunity and if you see opportunity and if you navigate those particular opportunity, here also it is lookup, but here also it is not a mandatory. Okay, this is not a mandatory, right? This is optional. Okay.
Yeah, we can directly create
So
a
where it will be mandatory? So if you go to lead, see here, if you go to campaign, if you go to lead, okay, so if you click on any lead Okay, the campaign is nothing but a very mandatory.
Yeah.
Correct? So campaign is nothing but a mandatory. Correct? If you save this
Yeah.
particular thing, so it is giving you error. You must enter a value. Okay?
Yeah.
That is the one main difference between lookup and master detail. Okay?
Oh,
So
so
lookup the way the same thing. Child is always refers to parent. That is the one thing. Okay?
yeah.
In lookup, so user may enter the data or he can keep the blank also. It is an option.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
In case of master detail relationship, it is a mandatory to enter a value. Okay.
Okay.
It is a mandatory to enter a value.
Master relationship. Okay.
Okay, and that is the one thing. Okay. So and another important thing is nothing but whenever you are deleting a master record, let's say you added some campaign here. Okay. So let's say I will add one campaign like Audi Q6 release. Okay. So
Okay.
I will save this particular record.
Yeah.
Okay, this is saved. Okay, if somebody deletes this particular campaign which on Audi Q6, okay,
Yeah.
associated child also get deleted automatically. Let's say I will delete the campaign. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
I will delete the campaign. Okay, that campaign is referring this particular lead, right?
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
and refresh this particular lead.
That lead will delete.
Why it is not deleting? Okay, I think okay. So this is for the standard. I think for object it is not happening. I believe. Okay. So I will show you. I will show you for the like custom objects. So I'm not sure. So previously and all it was happening for the
Yeah,
these things. Okay. So that is the one thing. Okay, you got it right. So whenever
Yeah,
you
got
are
it. So-
deleting the master record, child associated child also got deleted.
Okay.
Okay, that is the one thing. Okay, and second thing is in the case of lookup, okay, in the case of lookup, whenever you are deleting a master record, child may delete or may not delete based on the setting.
Okay.
Okay, while creating a master detail relationship, right? So there will be option to select those for lookup
Okay.
relationship.
Oh,
So
okay.
what we have to do whenever while deleting the master record, where we have to keep it blank or we have to delete the child. Based on that settings, may or may not delete the child record. These are nothing but a difference between master detail and lookup
Okay.
relationship. Okay, so these are nothing but a difference between master detail and lookup relationship. Is there any question?
I got it. I got it. I'm writing, taking some symbol notes when you dictate it. Anyway, I got it. Like so, depends on only on some like lead campaign is mandatory. It's needed. Otherwise, that is master detail relationship. But some depends on some other child record. Parent will not. It will not. Depends on. Delete and master detail version depends on child. Detail will be deleted or keep it. Depend. I got it.
Okay.
No, like I'm writing it. Yeah. So this is just to look up and master detail. Okay. One other thing. Yeah. So suppose. Oh, anyway, lead again when we convert it will, so it will convert into the other child like count, contact and opportunity. So again that becomes child. Got it.
You got it right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is in case of a, these are nothing but in case of a standard object. Okay, so now the question is nothing but how to, correct? So how to create a master detail or lookup relationship in case of our custom object. Okay,
Okay.
you got it right? How to create a custom object. Okay, now there's a task to create a custom object and how to bind a relationship between two particular custom objects.
Particular.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how to create a object is actually how to create a custom object. So right now we are discussing only about the standard objects, right?
Standard object. Yeah.
So now we'll discuss about how to create a custom object. Okay, for creating a custom object, click on setup,
Okay.
click on setup. So navigate to create. navigate to create. Okay,
Sector. Okay.
create.
Okay. Navigate to create. Okay.
Okay, here you can able to see objects.
Oh, okay.
Here we can able to see objects. Correct.
Yeah.
So okay, so if you remember, so there is a two things are there already, employee and department.
Yeah.
So I think I think we'll delete these two things so that we'll get a better idea. Okay, so go to object. Okay, now my deal is nothing but I am creating a two object. Okay, I am creating a two object. One is nothing but employee and another thing is nothing but a department. Okay,
Okay.
so employee having a field like employee ID, correct, employee name, okay, comma department name.
Hmm.
Okay, so department name. So department name is nothing but it should be a master detail.
No. Okay.
Okay, in the department I will say department ID comma name. Okay, so you got it right, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, for employee, so there is another field called address. Okay, so
Yeah.
another custom object called address.
Yeah.
Okay, it is having address ID comma name. Okay, so this address field will map to this one. This is basically a lookup. Assume it is a lookup.
Okay.
Okay, so assume it is a lookup to this particular object. Okay, so this is nothing but a master detail to this particular department object. Okay, clear?
Okay. Yeah. So once you delete that employee, only some details of the department is going to means. So that is the relationship explains. No?
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
now I will go
Got it.
ahead and so now I will go ahead and
Let's say- So this is programming you're doing. It's like we have
no,
to.
this is just kind of configuration.
Kind of
There's
concept of configuration.
no configuration. Okay.
Okay.
So just creating object. Click on new custom
New
object.
custom object.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's say department, right?
Mhm.
Okay, it is a label like account.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. I got it.
So like department yes. Okay, so this is nothing but a object name. This is nothing but a API name. Okay.
Yeah.
So currently what we can do department name. Okay,
Yeah.
so department name is
So-
default.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So when we going this, it's even when I am doing some practice, is coming up with that red one. It is a mandatory thing. We have to fill something because when it's going to say so, unless if you that red flag is showing on the left side is the
Yeah, these are the mandatory.
yeah.
Wherever it
Okay.
is showing red, right? It is a mandatory.
Okay.
Okay.
So we cannot, if you want to disable, we have to go to the other way, the
No,
enable.
we can't disable this. We can't disable
Okay.
required field.
Okay.
These are nothing but a Salesforce standard required fields. Okay, so
Oh, okay,
we can't
okay.
make it as a required. But what and all fields we are creating, right? Custom fields. That one
Custom
we can
field,
make it as
we can
required. Or we
enable
can,
or
disable.
I got it. Okay.
Okay, so now these are the options. Okay, so allow reports. So for this object, if you say allow reports and allow activity, then basically we can generate a reports for this particular object.
Mhm.
Okay, or else we can't create a report for this particular object.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me click on next. So let me click on save. Now object is created with one field. So this is nothing but our standard field, right? Department
Yeah.
name.
Department name.
Okay, so department name you have created. If you want to create two more fields, come back to a custom field section.
Custom field.
Click on new So
new
department
custom
name,
field.
yeah, department name is done. So now you select a data type. What kind of data type you are looking for? Okay.
Okay.
So I will say some text. Okay.
Next.
Department
Yeah.
description or something. I will put department description. What is the length? 100 characters.
Okay.
See here, required, always require a value in this way in order to save record. If you enable this one, right, it will show the red mark in that particular thing. If you disable this one, basically it won't show.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so we can give a default value also. Let's say XYZ, we can give a default value. If user didn't enter anything, basically we can pass some default value to this one. Okay, for time being this is not required.
So we added a text. Okay.
Okay, so we added a text. Okay, click on next. Click on next. So here it is asking for who can able to see this particular field. Okay, it is a profile level access, means what and all profile people can able to see those particular fields.
Okay.
You got it, right?
Yeah, got it. It's like
Let's say one field is there, so you want to disable that field for seeing this particular profile user. In that case, make it like this, so it will be disabled. Or if you want to make it as read only, then basically go and select read only. In that case, so others couldn't able to
could not see or
edit it up.
edit it up. Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the settings. Okay, while creating this one, so we'll detail in discuss maybe in next session. Okay, so by default, whenever we created a object, right, so by default it will create one page layout, default page layout.
Yeah.
Okay, so by default it is adding this particular field to this particular page layout. Okay, click on save. Okay, so now we have created one object with two fields, one is department and one is department. Okay, clear?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so now we created a one object, this is called department. Now we'll go to another object, we'll create another object called employee. Correct?
Okay.
So we'll create another object called employee. Okay, employee name. Okay, all our reports, dashboard, tracking, these things. Okay, save. Once it's saved, right, so now we'll create a custom field and relationship. Now what we have to create is a lookup relationship. Sorry, master detail. Now I want department name, right, so I want to create a master detail relationship. With whom? So with department object.
Department. Okay.
Correct. How to which data type I have to select here? If you scroll down here, you can able to see a master detail relationship here. Okay, if you come here, we can able to see the master detail relationship here, right? Correct? Click on this one, master detail, click on next. It is asking for which object you want to relate. It's employee object, so for which object you want to relate, select the department.
Okay.
Click on next. Okay, now it is asking for a name, department name. Okay, field name, department name, child relationship name. Okay, it is asking a child relationship. This is basically which will be useful by going a development. Okay, I will explain you what is a child relationship name. Okay, so see here, sharing setting. There will be a sharing setting will be there. Okay, so select menu access required on master record to create, edit or delete related detail record. Read only. What you can do, allow user with at least read access to the master record to create, edit, delete the related detail record. Okay. Read only means, so user with the read access for the master detail record can able to create the child record. Okay. Or read write. Read write means same. Allow user to with least read write access to master, we can do all those things. Okay. So allowing reparenting. What is nothing but a reparenting? So if you select this one, right? Okay, while creating, if you select this one, reparenting. Now we are referring to department, right? Later of the point, if you want to change it to some other parent object, okay, in that case it will help if you are selecting this particular option. This is very important. Okay, in the interview they will ask like, is it possible to reparent the object to some other object once you created that particular object. Okay, so in that case you have to say yes. If you are selecting this particular allow reparenting checkbox during creation of employee object, then basically we can able to point it to some other object at the later of the point. Okay, click on next. Click on next. Okay, this is still visible for all. By default it is adding here. Next. Okay. So it is asking related list label. Okay, related list label means, it is showing on label, right? So if you go to any opportunity, okay, here it is showing label. This is nothing but a label, right?
Yeah.
So that one we are entering here. Okay, so related list label. Okay, employee names. Okay, click on save. Click on save. Now what happened? So we have created a one field called department name. Okay, so how to see this particular thing? So click on plus button. Okay, see whether the department is there or not. Here it is not there, right? So if it is, this particular tab is not available here, then basically we have to create a tab. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how to create a tab? So there is a search for tab. See here there is something called tab will be there, right? Okay, click on tab. Okay, what is a custom object tabs, right? These are nothing but custom object tabs. Okay, click on new. Select the object. Select the some particular these icons. Okay, and save. Same thing you have to mention for tab which is available for which and all profile.
Okay.
So it will be available for all profile or not. These kind of settings you can make it up here. Okay. Include into this particular app. For what and all app it should include. App is these are nothing but apps, right?
Yeah.
Correct. What and all apps it should include. Okay, then save it up. Okay, now it has come here. See, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, previously it was not there. Same thing. Search for a employee. Building block. Next. See, include tab. I will show you simple like include tab. So now I will remove all and I will put for only sales. Okay. So the employee tab will be available only whenever you are selecting the sales application.
Okay.
Okay. If you are selecting any other application, basically it will not be available. Okay. But for department, I gave it for all. In that case, if you are selecting any application, the department tab will be available. See, I will show you a simple example. Okay, so now if you select the this particular drop down here, you can able to see department. Okay, if you go to app launcher, see here only department is there. Correct. So that one more thing is not there. Employee is not there. See here department is there, employee is not there, right? Because of that particular setting.
Okay.
Okay. So now just create one department. Create one department. Okay, so I will say CSC. CSC department. Okay, I created CSC. Okay, EC department. Okay. I created two department. Okay. Okay, now I will go and create a employee. What is nothing but an employee? So if you create employee, so let's say John is an employee. So see here, this is a mandatory field, right? Correct. So if you save this one, it is throwing error. Okay. So go and select the department.
Department name is CSC or
here it is saved. Correct. So clone. Okay, I will change CSC to some other type. PC. This is nothing but a mandatory field. This is nothing but a mandatory field. What it will happen? So if you see the employee, that there's a two entries there, correct? So one is for the, one is for the what? So one is for the EC and one is for the
employee.
No, one is for the department CSC. So what I will do? So if you say John and John 2. John is a EC and CSC, right? So
Yeah.
now I will go and delete EC department. Okay, I will go to department. Okay, I will delete EC department. Correct? What should
Yeah.
happen whenever deleting the EC department? Since it's a master detail, all the associated child also get deleted, right?
Yeah.
Correct? So who is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
EC? So this is a referring EC, right? This is
Yeah.
referring CSC. If we go and refresh this particular record, this record will not be available. See?
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Because
Got
it is referring a department called EC.
Easy. Okay.
Okay, if you go and refresh this referring CSC, right? If you go and refresh
Yeah.
this particular thing, so then this will be available. Why? Because so we have
No, no,
deleted
the
that
related
particular.
the particular department child records.
Okay, if you go and open the parent record, here you can able to see all the child records. See, this is what we gave, right? Child relationship name. If you go and open any parent record, you can able to see the number of child record here.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, if you click on employee name, so see we can able to see all the detail information. Okay, so this is nothing but basically a master detail.
Master detail relationship. Okay.
Okay, how to create a custom relationship actually. Sorry, lookup relationship. Correct. So how to create a lookup relationship? Go and create one more object called address. I'll go and create one more called address. You're getting right?
Yeah, you get it. Yes.
Save. Okay, so address name is there. Okay, I will create a text field. Okay, for
Okay.
select
100.
the city. Length is 100. Okay, is that required? We'll make it as a required field. Next.
Okay.
Next. Okay, when I click on next. Okay, so visible for all profile. Next. Okay, save.
Yeah.
Correct. So now we have created a save button. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what we can do, okay, so we'll create a tab for this, right? There is a city is there, there is a address name is there. We'll go and create a tab. By default it is not available, right, in tab.
Yeah.
So we have to go and have to create a tab here. Okay, so now if you see here, address also has come.
Yeah.
Correct. So we can create some new address. Address name hash 13 BNG. City is nothing but BNG. This is one address, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are nothing but these are the two address. Okay.
Okay.
So now I want to relate this particular address to address of the employee. Okay.
Okay.
I want to create one field in the employee called address name. Address field.
Okay.
Address.
Okay.
Okay. That field should refer to
To the address.
okay via lookup relationship. Okay, via lookup relationship. So since it is a lookup relationship, what it will happen if somebody deletes the address? Employee record will be available. Correct? Employee
Yeah.
record
But,
will
okay.
be available. Okay, clear?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so go to the what is that? So go to object, create object. Okay, so click on employee object. Correct. So navigate to new Okay, here which relationship we are going to create? Lookup, right?
Yeah.
Lookup, right?
Yeah.
Click on lookup, click on next. Okay, so related to which object? Related to address, right?
Address name.
Address, click on next. Okay, so employee address, click on next. Child relationship name, employee address, next. Okay, so visible to everyone, click on next. Okay, click on next. Okay, so related things,
Address
employee addresses, and save the record. Now what happened? So now if you go and open any one of the employee record, the field is blank now. Address field is blank, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because we have created a object and we have created record also. After that, so we have created a lookup field, correct?
Yeah.
That's why it is blank, even though it is not a mandatory field, correct?
Okay.
So now we can clone this particular record and we can able to select the address field here. See here. See
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
It is not a mandatory, correct? It is not a mandatory.
Yeah.
Again,
Mandatory.
it is not a mandatory.
Mandatory.
Okay. So what it will happen whenever John 2 is there, right? So what it will happen if I delete this particular address? This address, right? What it will happen if I delete this particular address? The employee record will be available, correct? The employee record
Only employee record would be the address.
available, correct? This is employee record, right?
Yeah.
So these particular things will be cleared. See, these particular things will be cleared.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So that is basically a
Lookup.
lookup
Sure.
relationship. Okay. So that is basically a lookup relationship. So here we can able to see what do you if the lookup record is deleted. Okay. Once you completely clear the created a field, right? Come back to that particular object and go to edit. Okay.
Okay.
You got it, right? So this is object,
Yeah.
right? This is object, employee custom field called address. Okay, this is a address field of the employee object. Okay.
Yeah.
If you come to hold on, I'll show it from beginning. This is employee.
Yeah.
Okay, what is address field? This is address field, right? Click on that.
Yeah.
Okay, click on edit. Here you can able to see one option, correct? What do you do if the lookup record is deleted? See here, clear the value of this field. If you can't choose this option, make the field is required. Okay, we can make it clear the value.
Okay.
Okay, whenever you are deleting the parent, basically child will not delete in this case. Okay, if you choose the second value, don't allow deletion of the lookup record, that part of lookup relationship. If you select this one, right, if somebody deleted an address, okay, it is having the child, then basically it won't allow you to delete those particular parent records. Okay, so that is basically these two options. This is also very important. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, is that clear?
Yeah. We have to go through one more time.
Okay, just go through it off and try to create that particular thing. Okay.
Yeah.